All right, welcome to another adventure in old code. This is being recorded literally 2 minutes after the last episode because the last episode left me wanting some adventure and not just equations of lines. So let's dive into line game. Now this should be good. I hope. All right, line game. Whew, lots of nice. This is one program I can just look at the code and say, wow, I have absolutely no idea what it's doing. All right, let's go. Did I miss something? Am I pushing a button? This is not a very exciting game. And now I'm stuck. Okay, clearly I'm going to have to peruse the code and see what's supposed to go on. Bear with me. I was all excited for that. Let's see if we can't fix line game. What the heck? So I have a do loop until... Oh. Okay, so let's see what's supposed to happen here. Screen 12. Screen 12 is a nice screen. That's what I used a lot. It's 640 by 480 graphics. Yeah. When it says here, assignment of 256,000 colors to 16 attributes, what that means is you can have 256,000 colors, but you can only ever use a subset of 16 of them at a time. So you can assign those 16 to whatever of the 256,000 that are available to you, but once you assign them, you're stuck. So you still only have a palette of 16 colors. And that's why in a previous episode, which I forgot to mention, in screen 13, I said you could have up to 256 colors, but you may have seen this 256,000 colors and gotten confused. That's what that means. Out of 256,000 colors in screen 13, you can access 256 of them at any given time. This screen 12 is 16, but it's got higher resolution. In fact, it's got like more than twice the resolution in both dimensions, so it's pretty high, and I like that. I usually used screen 12 for all of my graphical programs until I got to the major ones, and I had memory issues, which we'll get to eventually. Okay, so screen 12, clearing the screen, length equals 109. A will be a random number between 1 and 200. Then I'm drawing a line from 0, A. So A would be the y coordinate of the line. And I'm drawing a line from 0A to 640A straight through. So I'm drawing a horizontal line at a y value of A, which is between 1 and 200. Bright white. Okay, and then I'm in a loop here. And I have a speed variable. Okay, so, wow. Okay, x equals a random number between 1 and 639. So choose a random number along the widths. Y is 480, so that's the very bottom of the screen. Increase a brand new variable c. C is now 1. If C is 16, then C equals 1. This suggests I'm cycling through the colors and using C as my color number. Okay, now speed is speed plus 10. Speed is the first time we've seen it, so it was 0 and now it's 10. I think it's the first time we've seen it, yep. If length, which was 109, minus 10 is greater than 0, then length equals length minus 10. So while the length is more than 10, subtract 10 from it. Okay. And then in a loop, apparently until I hit the space bar, okay, that's what 32 is. Light up the pixel at X, Y plus 100 minus length. See, that's confusing because Y is 480, which is already at the bottom of the screen. Then I'm adding 100 to it and subtracting the length. Oh, okay, but I'm marking that as a black pixel. And then X and Y, I'm setting the pixel XY with the color C, grabbing input, subtracting 1 from Y, doing this speed thing, next ZZ, until I hit space. And then if my absolute value of Y and A was less than 5, then L equals L plus 1. Okay, you know what? I think what I'm going to do here, it seems to suggest I'm making a canonical line, and then I'm going to start moving some other thing, and I have to hit spacebar when I think two things line up. But I'm still confused as exactly to what it is, and I think it just might be going too fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to take every speed variable here and increase it 100-fold. Now speed, let's subtract speed times 100. Okay, let's see if that helps us. I still don't see anything. I made it through 0 lines, and there's the flashing DOS box behind me. This might be the first adventure I can't figure out. Gotta try it again. Oh, things are coming back to me now. Hold on. Because my Y is starting off screen. Look at that. If you can notice at the very bottom of your screen, and I apologize for the flashing yellow boxes, that's not supposed to happen. You can see a blue pixel. Aha, okay, I see what's going on. You made it through 0 lines. Okay, I think the problem is I can't see the pixels if they're so dark, and neither can you. So we're going to take every instance of C, and instead of cycling through the colors, let's just use white. Okay. And now let's increase this speed here. and see what we get. Oh, it's going very slow still. Why is it going so slow, I wonder? There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, here's the explanation of the game. I remember now. Okay, you're starting off with 1 pixel, and you have to hit spacebar when it matches the line. And then you're given another thing that's not quite a pixel, it's a bigger line, and I made it through 1 line. So as the object moves towards the line, it's your job to press spacebar when it's at the line. And it looks like I give you a window of 5 pixels on either side, because I say if the absolute value of y minus a, remember a is your the y coordinate of your canonical line up top, and every time through the loop we're subtracting 1 from y. So y is the y coordinate of your thing. First it starts off as a pixel, and then it gets a little tail to it, which is denoted by the length variable. Every time we are L? Length? I'm confused about that length. Okay. We'll get back to that. Loop until we hit a spacebar. If the absolute value of the y coordinate and the a coordinate is less than or equal to 5, then L equals L plus 1. First time we're seeing L, so I'm guessing that's a win for me. So L is the number of lines I made it through. And loop until the absolute value of y and a, absolute value of the difference, is greater than 5, or C equals 10. C is your color. Why am I looping through color? I'm I'm looping. Okay. See, originally I started at color 1. I increased it. If it's 16, then I go back to 1. So it sounds like I'm cycling through the colors 1 to 16. But down here, I'm actually using the color as an indicator of how many lines I made it through. And if I made it through 10 lines, then it kicks out. It says, you made it through this many lines. Congratulations. If L equals 10, then print wow, bye. Okay. What's the length? Now the length at first is 109. So length, oh boy, I apologize for my lack of knowledge into my teenage brain for this one, folks. So length is the length of, you're subtracting 10. Length is okay, I'll show you. This is the thing that erases my tail. So if I don't do it, clearly I can see where it's coming from. So in my brain I thought, well, you know what, it's easier when the tails are not there. And I figured it was hardest when there was no tail at all. Oh, that one's really close. And I think it is. Look at... that's curious. Look at how well I'm doing now. I could probably beat this game. Let's try and beat this game before we move on and discuss that length variable. Oh yeah, this is totally easy. I did my research. Oh, I'm still within that 5, I guess. Wait a second, I'm looping until I miss. Or C was 10. Why do I care about C being 10? Oh, you made it through 15 lines. Congratulations. Okay, let's focus on the length here before we completely bore ourselves to death. So the length starts off at 109, and then it goes down to 99, and then 89, and then 79, because every time through the loop I'm subtracting 10 if I can. But the length is getting subtracted from y plus 100. So as length decreases, y plus 100 minus length increases. And that is what I'm setting the pixel value to 0. So this creates the tail. At first the black pixels I'm setting are very close to the actual y value of my dot, because it starts off at 109. So y plus 100 minus 109 is the same as y minus 9. Okay, whatever. I'm sure I just fiddled with these values, experimented until they worked. Okay, so that's kind of how the lengths. I'm not going to waste any more time on that. Okay, now I'm just curious about this looping until C equals 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back the original cycling of colors, and we're going to see. So I don't like that. I'm looking for a blue dot. Oh. You made it through 0 lines. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to try one more time. I see the blue dot. Okay, here we go. Ha. See, now you get color 2, and it's a little bit longer because I figured it was a bit harder. Okay, here we go. Color 3. Color 4. Here comes color 5. Oh, this is a better experience. 6. Here's 8. So what happens when I get to 10? That's 9. Here's 10. It does indeed kick out. You made it through 10 lines. Congratulations. Wow, bye. I guess that was it. And I really apologize for all those symbols. Complain to DOSBox. Yes, let's unite together to get DOSBox to fix whatever the heck's going on here. So, okay. That was clearly the end of the program, making it to 10. So I didn't need this if C equals 16 then C equals 1 check. Yeah, okay. Well, that's line game. It looks like this is just me experimenting with graphics and games. I'd made text games, but this is a graphical game, and it's kind of neat, kind of exciting. It has tests your reflexes, which is, well, better than equations of lines. All right. Thanks for joining me in this episode of Adventures in Old Code, and have a nice day. We'll see you next time.